Today's the day. About 2 weeks ago, I was over at Corey's birthday party, and I'm like, Corey, I don't know if he remembers this, but I'm like, Corey, what do you want for your birthday? And he goes, I want you to start driving the 240 again. Happy f***ing birthday, bro. No, so I got insurance on the 240. It becomes effective today. I have a temporary card in the email address, and I am currently charging it and checking everything before I try and take it through DEQ to pass, get new tags on it, and then it is fully street legal. Do you guys understand how amazing that is? I haven't drove the 240 since high school, dude. Last time I drove the 240, well, that's not true. I drove the 240 out at like Pat's Acres and stuff. But the last time I was rolling in the 240 down the streets, it's been a while, dude. I'm excited. Let's go get this thing started and let's do it. Let's get it going. Okay, so I had the 240 running great and I was just putting my bumper on. I was all up close and personal. My little brother's standing over there spray painting whatever he's painting. And the thing blew up in my face. Blew the radiator hose right off, broke the end of the radiator, exploded. All up on me, dude. Which is really disappointing because I just put insurance on this car. Okay, so that plan really blew up in my face, like literally and figuratively. I really thought I was gonna be driving the 240 by the end of this video, but I wasn't. And we're not gonna let it get me down because these things happen. I'm gonna fix it, it's not that big of a deal. I wanna drive it, dude. I wasn't able to drive it for so long because I had absolutely no money, and now I work full time and I have no time to upload or work on a car. But you know how that stuff goes, it's a struggle, but we're trying to make it a balance out. So here's a video, still gonna post it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully soon I'll have a new one out for you guys. And hopefully the 240's running good. It's also not smoking really, which is a good sign. And it doesn't seem like it's like getting hot extremely fast. It seems like it, I don't know. It could just be a really old shitty radiator. Cross our fingers, let's hope. We're gonna find out. Okay, so that's going on up there. Per usual, I forget to actually film what we're doing, and Abby's here, my wonderful girlfriend, aka filmer, so I'm like, I might as well make the best use of her as I can and ask her to film a couple of things. So we just unhooked the bottom radiator hose right now, and then we drained out this coolant right here. It's mainly just rust water. That is why we're getting a new radiator.
It just looks black.
Yeah. It's pretty gnarly, and you shouldn't have that running through your engine. So we got a new Mishimoto radiator, new Mishimoto hoses, and thermostat. So we're gonna replace all of those and see how it goes. So to start, you pretty much just gotta start taking off anything that's in the way of the radiator. This is my intake, last little intake piece, and it usually has some bolts right here, but I just had one zip tie, so you just cut that off, and then you should be there. Just like that, and just start setting your pieces in spots that you won't forget them. Now we got a couple radiator brackets right here. We'll go ahead and take those off. Disconnect this line like that. That's to the reservoir. Take that right here. I don't think it's connected at all anyway. It is not. I don't need to take that side off of that side. So we're gonna pop off these two hoses right here that are connected to the intake, like that. And we got it. We got it. And then take this off. Off these two hoses right here. And then we're going to take off the clamp. Oh, that one's not tightened down anyway. There's a lot of things on this car that aren't tightened down. It's kind of starting to scare me. Yeah, or connected. And I feel like I've taken these pieces off before, so that means I did it. Very tight, I'm back up. Okay, so that's off now. Safe spot. And I'm pretty sure this thing is good to be pulled right out. This is what initially broke off and blew up in my face, was right here. This little piece of the radiator, like the little elbow. It's an old plastic one. I don't know if it's stock from like 1995, but blew up like pressure, and it sprayed all of that rust water all over me. And there's a little bit more of it for you guys. We're just gonna hold that right back there. Gross ass rig. Oh no, it leaked on the thing. Oh, no. Gross. So will I need that? I feel like do I need to keep that fan shroud? Okay, so this right here, this is the lower radiator hose. It's the one that's connected to the thermostat. So we're gonna pop this hose off. Then we're gonna take off those couple of bolts right there and replace the thermostat. Ew. Gross. Okay, so we just pulled, what is that, the thermostat elbow out. Look at that, dude. I feel like that's like stop leak for like gaskets. They like poured in there, like somebody had the radiator leaking, so they poured that in there. But look at that fucking thermostat right there. I don't know when the last update was, but we got the radiator all the way out, thermostat out. Gonna try and clean up in there a little bit. Put the new thermostat in, put the new gasket on. This guy right there. Need to clean out this thing. The thermostat housing, because that is fucking disgusting. So that is the new thermostat right there, as opposed to the old one. Okay, so I got the new thermostat in, new gasket, all of that, cleaned it all up and everything. I'm about to take the old fan shroud off of the old radiator and put it onto the new Mishimoto one, and then put it back in the car. Okay, so we got it all back in, everything hooked back up, zip ties back in their original spots, put in all the bolts, hooked up some things that weren't hooked up before, like that. But man, that guy's looking good. So once I got all of the new parts on the 240, I was like feeling myself. I'm like, buddy, I haven't drove this thing in forever. I hop in the car, I take it down the road, right? I do a fat donut, do a couple skids, you know. No, bro. So I take the car through like all the gears and everything. I'm like driving it back home and I'm like, dude, this thing's awesome. I try and park it and it won't go into reverse. And I'm like, dude, did I really just blow up this clutch? Like, come on, dude, why am I having so many problems? I just want to get this thing back on the road through DEQ and street legal. And I end up just parking it for the night. I go to work the next day and I ended up looking at it. I think maybe I have an air bubble in the line, so I'm going to try and work on bleeding those. I might try and do the removal of the dampener. Either way, I will keep you guys updated on that, but But this is the ending of part 1 of getting the 240 back on the roads. So I appreciate you guys watching and I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, I screwed up that outro. The second the dog farted, dude, it just got me. I couldn't do it. I lost it. I lost it all. I got so disoriented. It smelled bad, made me laugh. I couldn't handle it. Now he's sitting by the door, so I'm gonna go let him out. Have a good day. Bye.